Okay, in this video we are going to talk about multiplying power series, which is one of the topics that I think of as kind of like a just do it type of topic. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at an example and it'll give you a sense of how you can do these problems. So they're less work than you might imagine. So what we're going to do is in part A, we're going to find the fifth degree Maclaurin polynomial for e to the 2x. And in part B, we're going to do the same for sine of 2x. Then in part C, we're going to do the same for e to the 2x times sine of 2x. So this problem is constructed so that, part A and B kind of lead to part C. So let's do parts A and B, and then we'll talk about part C. So when I do a problem like A, what I like to do is write down a very general form of what I'm dealing with. So I'll use u, I guess. So it's going to be 1 plus u squared over 2 factorial, u cubed over 3 factorial, u to the 4th over 4 factorial, and u to the 5th over 5 factorial. So that should get me up to the 5th degree. And now I'll just do a composition with 2x. So e to the 2x is approximately, I'm just replacing every u that I see with 2x. Usually I don't expand things, so the factorials I pretty much always leave. And then the powers of 2, I don't know, you could write them out if you want, but it's usually totally acceptable to leave them as just an exponent. Okay, so that we had memorized e to the x, I changed it to e to the u, and then I did a composition. I'm going to do the same thing with sine because I've memorized sine series. So sine of 2x, or sine of u, I should say. So it's sine is an odd function. We're going to get all the odd powers with their factorials, and then it alternates. So I always think that. So cosine's an even function, so you get all the even powers with their factorials, and then it alternates. E to the x, you just get every power, and it doesn't alternate, so it's kind of the weird one. Okay, so to get to the 5th power for sine, we actually only need 3 terms. To get there for e, we needed 6 terms, so far fewer terms. And now I'm going to do a composition with 2x. So I'll get sine of 2x. Just replace every u that you see with 2x. So 2x minus, so it's the quantity 2x cubed, so 2 cubed x cubed. And then we just kind of keep going. Okay, so we've done part A, we've done part B. We did both of those by memory. We could have actually made a table, found the derivatives, evaluated those at 0 to get our coefficient, and then use the general form, the nth derivative over n factorial, then x minus a to the n. But you're supposed to memorize e, sine, cosine, 1 over 1 minus x. You should memorize those for sure. So now to do part C, you might think you have not memorized e to the u times sine of u. So maybe you do need to make the table, find the derivatives. That seems really terrible because it's a product and then it's just going to keep getting worse. But what we can actually do is we can actually take our 2 polynomials that we have so far and multiply them. So what I'm going to do is copy over the problem, copy over our 2 polynomials that we have, and then go from there. Okay, so if I want a series for e to the 2x times sine of 2x, that's going to be approximately, so we're writing a 5th degree polynomial here. So I'm going to take all of sine, so sine was 2x, I don't know why I started with sine instead of e. So I go all the way up to the 5th power. And then I'm going to multiply that by what I've gotten for e to the 2x. But if you think about it, since sine started at 2x and then x cubed and then x to the 5th, I can actually drop off the 2 to the 5th x to the 5th over 5 factorial from my e to the 2x polynomial, because that won't multiply by anything and still be to the 5th power. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from 1 up to 2 to the 4th x to the 4th over 4 factorial. So I don't actually need that last term because it'll just give me a term that is too high because I just want 5th degree. So that's why I'm leaving that off. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to multiply it term by term. So I'm going to take the first term here, 2x, and I can multiply that by everything. Because if I multiply it by everything, the highest power I'll get is when I multiply 2x by 2 to the 4th x to the 4th over 4 factorial. And so it's going to go with everything in this case. And I'm actually going to simplify coefficients as I go. So multiplying through Okay, so we get this. Now I'm going to take the next term in the sign part, which is negative 2 cubed x cubed over 3 factorial. I can multiply that by everything in the e to the 2x term up to the second degree, so up to there. And I'm also going to simplify as I go. And I'm also going to kind of line them up so that at the end I can combine all of these. That's why I'm actually simplifying the coefficients. You don't really need to. You could write your polynomial that you get here with just like a very ugly grouping, which is totally fine. Okay, so I've gotten those. And now when I take this third term, which is already to the 5th power, the only thing I can actually multiply that by is 1 and stay at the 5th or below. So it's going to be this thing times just 1. So line that up. I am, however, simplifying it. So we get that. And then I went through and I just kind of like added all these up. It's actually not that bad because most of them are relatively simple. Even the 5th term, just multiply by 5 over 5 on the first two and you'll get it. So if we write it out, we have this is approximately, so 2x for sure, 4x squared, and then here it's like 12 thirds minus 4 thirds is 8 thirds. And then what's kind of interesting is you get plus 8 thirds x to the 4th minus 8 thirds x to the 4th. So it's actually no x to the 4th term in this answer. And then 20 over 15 minus 40 over 15 is negative 20 over 15 plus 4 over 15 is negative 16 over 15. So minus 16/15 x to the 5th. And that's the final answer that we're looking for. So we didn't have to take a lot of derivatives to get that. We just used things that we already knew. And that's really the expectation of what you would do. So take things you already know, do some compositions, maybe multiply them, just keep track of the terms, and you should be fine. So I hope you found this helpful, and good luck.